Hello and welcome to DNA Education. I am Himanshi and in this session we will be beginning with the new chapter, that is the human eye and the colorful world. In the topic of today's session we will discuss about the structure of the human eye and the various defects of eye. This is the basic structure of human eye. As we can see that there are several parts of it, and let us study these parts one by one. The first is the crystalline lens. This lens is crystalline and it is a biconvex lens, and it is that part of the human eye through which light rays enter and refract. The main function of the lens is refraction of the light rays that enter the eye. The outermost layer of the eye is called choroid. The choroid is the white layer of the eye that we can see in the eyeball from outside. The whitish layer is the choroid. Then comes the iris. Iris is a pigmented layer. When we see an eye from front, it appears like there is a membrane which is colored and there is a small hole in the middle. So this colored membrane represents iris. The iris gives color to our eyes, as we have seen that some people have green eyes, some have brown eyes, some have black eyes. All this is because of the color of the iris membrane. Now this small hole in the membrane of the iris, as this aperture we can see the gap between the iris, this hole represents pupil. So pupil in itself is not a separate structure, it's just a gap or the aperture left in the iris, and it is that point from where light rays enter into our eyes and fall on the crystalline lens. Now there is a specific function of iris, that it controls the size of the pupil, that is the size of the aperture. For example, जब बहुत ज़्यादा bright light है and a large number of light rays are entering into our eyes, then the muscles of this iris, they contract and they reduce the size of the aperture so that less light rays enter into our eyes. Only the sufficient light enters into our eyes. And similarly, when there is dark or dim light, then the iris muscles relax and the size of the pupil increases so that it allows more and more light to enter our eyes to enable vision. So this is the function of iris combined with pupil. Moving in, we see ciliary muscles. As you can see that these ciliary muscles are attached to the crystalline lens. An important function of ciliary muscles is that they control the focal length of the eye lens. Now, so far in the previous chapters we have discussed how a lens has a particular focal length, but the special feature of the lens of human eye is that it can change its focus with the help of the ciliary muscles. Let us understand how this happens. When the ciliary muscles contract, then the lens becomes thick. When the muscles contract, the lens becomes thick, and because of the thickness, the light rays that fall on it are converged on a near point. That means the focal length of the lens is reduced. So whenever we need to see the nearby objects clearly, the ciliary muscles contract and make the eye lens thick so that it decreases its focal length and the focus is shifted to the near point of the eye. And similarly, when we have to see a distant object, then we need that the focal length of the eye lens increases so that the rays can be focused on a far object. In this case, the muscles relax, the lens becomes thin and the focal length of the lens increases, and in this way the light rays are focused on a distant object. So this is the function of ciliary muscles that help in the regulation of the controlling of the focal length of the lens. Now this ability of the lens of human eye to change its focus is called power of accommodation. As we can see, power of accommodation is the ability of the lens of human eye to change its focus. And according to this, we see that the range of visibility of the normal human eye is 25 centimeter to infinity. इसका मतलब कि अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट हमारे आईज से 25 सेंटीमीटर के डिस्टेंस पर है तो उसको हम क्लियरली देख सकते हैं, बट 25 से पास आते ही वो विजन ब्लर्ड हो जाएगा। सिमिलरली इन्फिनिटी इज़ द फार पॉइंट, दैट इज़ हमारी आईज इन्फिनिटी तक देख सकती हैं। So this becomes the range of the eye lens, and this distance 25 centimeter is called least distance of distinct vision, that is it is the minimum distance required to view an object clearly. Moving on to the next parts, as you can see here, this red membrane indicates retina. It is the very important part of the eye because the light rays falling on the eye lens converge at retina and the image of objects is formed on retina. Now retina consists of two types of cells, rods and cones. Rods are the cells which help us to see in dark. Similarly, cones are the cells which help us to see in daytime or in light. Now, as we know that when we see in dark, we are not able to see colors. We can only see the figures of objects. However, when we see in daylight, we can see different colored objects like red, blue, green, etc. So, cones are the cells that contains colored pigments because these enable vision during daytime. So this is about rods and cones, and retina is the part where image is formed. One important thing to note is that the image of the object formed on retina is real and inverted. That means जो भी image retina पे बनती है वो inverted होती है, but हमें अपने surroundings में सब कुछ erect नज़र आता है जैसा वो है। ऐसा इसलिए होता है because when inverted image is formed on retina, then the electrical signals are sent through optic nerve to the brain. ये signals retina से होते हुए optic nerve के through brain तक जाते हैं, and during this route जो ऑप्टिक नर्व्स होती हैं वो इमेज को एक और बार इन्वर्ट कर देती हैं जिससे कि इमेज इरेक्ट बनती है and we see the things as they are. Another important part is this vitreous humor. This part of the eyeball is filled with vitreous humor, whereas the space between choroid and lens is filled with aqueous humor. This is all about the structure of the eye. I hope you are clear, and for more details you can refer to our book of DNA Education Key Points Science Class 10. Now, this human eye is a normal human eye which functions normally, but due to various lifestyles and other factors, disorders occur in eye because of which images are not properly formed on retina. Let us learn about some of those defects one by one. The first is myopia or nearsightedness. Myopia is called nearsightedness because in this disorder we are able to see nearby objects clearly. That means ये जो 25 सेंटीमीटर का least distance of distinct vision है ये correct है, but the far point of the eye comes nearer. That is हम अब infinity तक नहीं देख सकते. That means एक myopic eye infinity तक नहीं देख सकती, वो उससे पहले ही उसका vision कम हो जाता है, ख़त्म हो जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ है, इन्फिनिटी पे नहीं यहाँ है, तो इमेज रेटिना पे बन रही है, बट अगर ऑब्जेक्ट को हम इन्फिनिटी पे रख दें तो जो इमेज है वो बिफोर द रेटिना बनेगी. दैट मीन्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ द रेटिना इमेज बनेगी. ऐसा इसलिए होता है बिकॉज मायोपिया में जो कन्वर्जन पावर है हमारी लेंस की वो बढ़ जाती है. तो बिकॉज ऑफ हायर कन्वर्जेंस इमेज इज फॉर्म्ड इन फ्रंट ऑफ द रेटिना इंस्टेड ऑफ फॉर्मिंग ऑन द रेटिना. तो अब ये क्लियर है कि अगर हमें इन्फिनिटी पे ऑब्जेक्ट को देखना है तो वी हैव टू शिफ्ट दिस इमेज फ्रॉम हेयर to here, that is on the retina, and for this we have to diverge the light rays, and for diverging we have to use a diverging lens, and concave lens is the diverging lens. That's why for the correction of a myopic eye we have to use a concave lens. Now let us see how concave lens corrects this disorder. Now we have placed a concave lens in front of the eye lens and object is placed on infinity. The light rays are parallel and coming to the concave lens. Concave lens will diverge the lens and the divergence will create more diverged rays which will finally converge on the retina. And if we produce this diverged ray behind, it is found to come from the far point of the eye, which is this. So basically in this way the light rays are focused on the retina. In such cases we have to take object distance at infinity and the image distance, that is image is formed on the far point of the eye. ये एक तरीके का इल्यूजन होता है आई के लिए कि ऑब्जेक्ट तो इन्फिनिटी पर है बट आई के लिए जो इमेज है वो यहाँ इसके फार पॉइंट पे बन रही है, तो एक तरीके से ऑब्जेक्ट की इमेज को वो रेटिना पे फोकस कर लेता है एंड दैट्स व्हाई द मायोपिक आई इज करेक्टेड. द रिवर्स ऑफ दिस डिसऑर्डर इज हाइपरमेट्रोपिया विच इज़ फार साइटेडनेस. इसमें हमें पास की चीज़ें नज़र नहीं आती. फार पॉइंट जो इन्फिनिटी है दैट इज़ करेक्ट, बट जो नियर पॉइंट होता है वो 25 सेंटीमीटर की जगह थोड़ा दूर चला जाता है. दैट मीन्स द डिस्टेंस ग्रेटर देन 25 सेंटीमीटर बिकम्स द नियर पॉइंट ऑफ द आई. तो इन दिस केस अगर हम कोई ऑब्जेक्ट 25 सेंटीमीटर पे रख देते हैं तो इमेज इज फॉर्म्ड बिहाइंड द रेटिना. दैट्स वाई आप अक्सर देखते हैं कि कुछ लोग होते हैं जो चीज़ों को काफ़ी दूर रख के पढ़ते हैं बिकॉज दे आर सफरिंग फ्रॉम हाइपरमेट्रोपिया. तो यहाँ पर क्लियर है कि हमें लाइट रेज को कन्वर्ज करके रेटिना पर लाना है और कन्वर्ज करने के लिए हम कन्वर्जिंग लेंस यूज़ करेंगे, दैट इज़ द कॉन्वेक्स लेंस. सो यू कैन सी कि जब ऑब्जेक्ट को हम 25 सेंटीमीटर पे रखते हैं लाइट रेज आर कन्वर्ज्ड वंस हेयर एंड देन ट्वाइस हेयर एंड फाइनली इमेज इज बीइंग फॉर्म्ड ऑन रेटिना. इफ वी प्रोड्यूस दीज लाइन्स बिहाइंड वी गेट द इमेज एट द near point of the diseased, that is hypermetropic eye. So again this is an illusion that we are keeping the object at 25 centimeter but eye is perceiving the image of this object on its near point and then focusing it on retina. So in this way the hypermetropic eye is corrected. Another disorder is presbyopia. Usually in old age the muscle power of the ciliary muscles is reduced because of which वो easily eye lens को accommodate नहीं कर पाती है, मतलब जल्दी से contract या relax नहीं हो पाती है, जिसकी वजह से eye lens ना ही पास की ना ही दूर की चीज़ों को जल्दी से focus कर पाता है. In such cases we use bifocal lenses. There are lenses or spectacles in which lower part contains the converging lens जो कि पास की चीज़ों को देखने में help करता है and the upper part consists of concave lens जो दूर की चीज़ों को देखने में हेल्प करता है. So this is presbyopia which usually occurs in old age. Another disorder is cataract. Cataract is the disorder in which the eye lens becomes milky and crystalline. This disorder can be corrected by surgery and through operations. This is all about the human eye and its disorders, and for more details you can log into www.dnaeducation.com. Thank you.